This young lady here.
Yes.
Okay, so the episode duet.
Yes.
Basically, in some of the behind-the-scenes footage, we get to see some of the scenes being shot that are not actually in the episode. What was like filming those and running away from David Hewitt absolutely filming.
Running away from David Hewitt.
We saw that bit, yeah.
What was it like shooting that episode?
And then not.
Yeah, it was traumatic. It was traumatic. I've been in therapy for a long time over that. And again, I've changed my phone number several times. He keeps on calling me. He wants to rehearse the scene. We shot that scene 2 years ago. It's crazy. But it was good. He has, his lips are like sandpaper. And he doesn't have very good breath either. And he kissed me. I want everybody to remember that he grabbed me and kissed me. I didn't kiss him. He tried to make it like I kissed him, and no. And he wanted to rehearse a lot and things like that. It was unfortunate, but it was a fun episode to be able to do. And honestly, I thought David did a great job with that episode.
So was it that you had to leave Atlantis because you had an injunction against him?
I can't comment on that. It's still pending legal action.
Okay. Now, I believe you have something for our friend over here.
What do you have? Oh, yeah? Oh, lovely. A photograph they took and they all signed it for me. Thank you very much, ladies. Very sweet.
There you go. Oh, it's very nice of you.
Thank you.
Right, okay, let's go back to staying here.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
We talked about how you're the best, rather than perhaps the best way to die. What would have been the best way for you?
What, that?
Yeah. Well, where would you like to die?
I'm sort of an optimist. I prefer to live for a while. I'd stick around.
If the writer and hub let you choose, they say, you're going to die, how do you want to die?
No bloody death, for God's sakes. Leave him alone. He's just going to be cheeky. Horrible. Maybe, a planet full of, I don't know, women. Only guy there, just can't get off the planet, that sort of thing. That might be alright. Hello.
Hi, Paul.
Hello.
I just wanted to ask, now David's having the pilot of Star Cross made, hopefully, do you think you're going to be able to reprise your part in that?
Yeah, we're working on getting Starcross on, and I know some of you have seen A Dog Breakfast. Starcross is the TV soap opera show within the movie, which I thought was really funny. Right now, there's no plans for me to be on that show. And I think he's changing the script around a little bit with characters, and as far as I know. But I don't even know what's going as of yet, so we'll see what happens. But right now, no, I've kind of relocated down to Los Angeles, and I'll be down there. But, I mean, if they ask me to do something at some point in time, that would be fun.
Right, we have the next lady here.
In the first one, when you were all going through the gate, did anyone get to pick the nationality? Or did you have to be Scottish?
Well, when I first came in to read for the part of Carson Beckett, the casting director wanted me to do an accent. They wanted everybody to do an accent, and there was people a little bit younger than me, and then some people that were quite a bit older than me. Lots of different types of actors. I think some women read for the role as well, for both McKay and Beckett, I think initially. But they just wanted an accent, an international flavor. So I was born in Scotland, so I thought, and I read the pilot, it seemed to fit the character, so I did a Scottish accent. So I kind of picked that, and they decided to go with the Scottish character. So at first they wanted me to actually do an English accent, and I just felt that he had a Scottish sensibility to me, and I think I can do the accent fairly well. So I kind of went with that instead, and they ended up casting me the first one on the show, and so it kind of went from there. So I think some of the other people going through the gate, we used to have the Groot who had the Union Jack on his shoulder, and he unfortunately, passed away as well in space. But I don't know if there's any chance for him coming back. But I mean, I think it's some different characters with different ethnicities in the group.
Okay. You have a lady down the front?
Hi.
Okay, do you reckon if everybody in Atlantis stood on one of the piers and jumped to the pool? Okay, that's a trick question.
Security.
I was actually just wondering if you were a sci-fi fan before you joined Atlantis, and if so, have you gained an insight into the world of sci-fi and are a bigger fan now, or whether you hate it all because it's just
No, I watched the original Star Trek as a kid when I grew up a lot. I really liked watching that. I watched Doctor Who, and I wouldn't say I was a diehard sci-fi fan, but absolutely, we're doing a sci-fi. I've had an opportunity to work on lots of different sci-fi shows in Vancouver, like X-Files and Sliders and J2.0 and a bunch of other ones I can't remember. But so I've done a lot of sci-fi, and having been involved in the Stargate world, I mean, I had no idea how big the fan base was, and the costumes and that type of thing, and people dressing up, and it's a wild world that sci-fi is, and it's a very niche market, and it's a very loyal fan base. So yeah, I've grown more to be accustomed to it, and I really enjoy it. It's cool.
And post Stargate and now pre-Stargate, again, what have you been up to? What can we see you in?
Well, I did the pilot Sanctuary with Damien Kindler and Amanda Tapping. I played Wexford in that show. I also just did a film not too long ago that's coming out, a sci-fi movie called Loch Ness, where I get eaten by the Loch Ness monster. And I mean, who could turn that down? Really. And then I'm just auditioning for other things in Los Angeles right now, so there's a bunch of different opportunities I have. And I'm going back up in a month to shoot episodes of Stargate again, so I'm going to be heading up to Vancouver shortly to do that. So that's sort of what I have on the card.